started. And as usual, if you can access your video, all the better. If not, we'll live with that. I want to welcome everybody. And let's start with the people on Zoom. And just do a quick go around. Any news you want to share? Lily, what's up, lady? Lily?
Who's Lily?
On
Oh,
the corner right there.
I didn't see them.
right, Lily's muted.
There she is.
There should be a way to unmute all. I think. Okay. Lily, well, how are you today?
I don't think she hears.
Everybody else is muted.
Yeah.
If you would all unmute yourselves, that would be fabulous. Georgia, I see you've joined us.
Yes,
Welcome. How are you today?
thank you. I'm still here.
You know what?
But
That's bottom line.
that's it.
Lee, what's up, lady?
Nothing.
Sound like it.
You're here. Glad you
temperature.
joined us.
Right, that's for sure.
Yeah. Stephanie? Hello, Stephanie.
Hi, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna listen, because I'm actually at work while I'm doing this, so I'm just gonna be an observer.
That's more than fine. Can Stephanie put something in the chat if she wants to?
No, there's no chat.
No chat,
On there,
okay.
yeah.
But you've got emails. So you can always email us. And to Prater, I don't know that I've met you before. I'm glad you joined us. Please unmute.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is my first time being at this meeting, so I was interested.
Well,
I was interested in that topic, so thank you.
terrific. We're delighted you're here. And you're just a member of the community, or are you representing an organization?
No, I'm here just to hear about Knowles and what you're thinking about it. What's the plan? That's what was in the letter.
Even better. Okay. Let's see. All right. We have a very special person present. Alexis.
I think she's interested in the movement.
So I'm Alexis. I'm actually here in person. It's weird seeing me not over here instead of on the big screen. But I'm Mary Ellen's Gibbs' daughter. I was chairperson last year, so I'm in town. I figured I'd come to say hi, everyone.
At some point in time, you have to drop the Mary Ellen Gibbs because you are who you are and we love you.
Yeah.
Right?
I even wore her jersey too.
Right.
I had put her in presence.
That's wonderful.
Why don't we just circle
I
around?
thought I was hallucinating. When
Oh.
I saw you.
Yeah, you up there.
She transported from Florida.
Well, I know, but when I first saw her, I thought, am I imagining what she looks like? And then I said, no, that's.
Wouldn't it be nice if we could do it?
Right?
You can patent it and make money on the patent.
There you go.
Yeah.
Jill, how are you today, lady? We're so glad to see you.
Jill Towns, I had to go.
Oh,
to physical
Ed, did you check to see if her name was on the bulletin board?
What's that?
I just went.
I decided.
Someone wasn't muted. So
I decided to stop by since I had to go.
Oh, yeah,
here to
you
go
must
to
know.
physical
You
therapy.
have
I'm
things.
one of the men, but
maybe they're muting.
What about this?
I'm working on it and
That's on.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
Doyle,
Hi, I'm Doyle McCarthy. I live at Knowles Crescent and near Capoc Street. So I'm very involved with the Save the Knowles Capoc retail. But I also work with Aubrey on Newark. So I'm
My partner in crime,
yeah,
There you
so I'm
go.
interested in both.
yes.
Yeah.
Aubrey Volcom, representing River Spring Living,
Right.
but also just an aging advocate and someone who's really interested and always been in this industry. And we work on the Newark together, which the state doubled the budget this year. So we're waiting for RFPs to come out and keep our fingers
Right.
crossed there. And my only other announcement is starting this Saturday at noon, I'm just going to start leading a community walk, leaving from at Van Cortlandt Park, leaving from the like 242nd Street
Right.
metro station. We'll just do a walk, you know, as a group. Except whoever wants to join can join. Anyone's
I
welcome.
didn't say.
Noon.
From where? You said 2:30.
So there's a 242nd Street stop. I figure it's probably the easiest.
Where the
There's
train stops.
there's a there's a Dunkin' Donuts right there too. If you have to use the facilities. I mean, I'm always looking for the bathroom.
The Burger King.
And a Burger King's there too, yeah, so,
And Jake's.
have a
Yeah.
choice.
yes, you could see them all.
Read all the inscriptions in the bathrooms.
Oh
Absolutely.
my God.
Love it. Eric.
Yeah, okay, my name is Mary Claude, and I live in the Windsors, which is 249th Street and Henry Hudson Parkway. I've been living here since 2006. It's a co-op. I'm a very active person in a number of things, union stuff, all kinds of democratic things and other kinds of communities and situations. I was an editor for the Haitian newspaper for 17 years. I speak Creole completely and some Spanish. I am the stepmother of 2 Dominican girls who are now married and have had their education and have their own lives. And I'm just very, very active and interested in the community. And not only as a senior citizen, which I now qualify for, but as a longtime activist. I'm in the Civil Service Committee for maintaining our health benefits, which the city and some other entities are trying to remove from us. I go to demonstrations left, right, and upside down. I write letters and I go to various political entities and try to inform them about how we should have our benefits.
Thank you. Let's do a roll call for the
Okay,
purposes. Okay, Barbara Gale here, Jill,
Here.
Lee,
What's the?
Present.
Oh, Lee Chung.
Chung.
and Georgia.
Yes.
Sharon is not here, Aubrey,
Here,
Merritt,
Yes,
Doyle.
Yes.
and
Okay.
yourself.
Yeah, I
She
got
did
Mary
that first.
Okay, we are good. Let's move on. Are there any comments?
I didn't get this agenda thing and whatever else that you're passing out, if there's any.
I'm not passing anything.
Well, somebody seemed to have 2 pages.
Yeah, that's, I
They
picked
were
them
on
up
here.
off the
They're-
table there.
Okay.
An agenda and minutes.
Oh, I see, minutes, okay.
Are there any comments on the minutes?
Yes, I have 2.
Good.
Let's see, page 1. The paragraph that it's a little bit below the middle. Chair's report,
Yes.
I spent several hours. Sentence number 5 should be a capital at,
Got it.
and then a second one. The last paragraph, Aubrey's his participation in initiative Riverdale Wise, Bronx Fellowship Against Hate, quotes, right?
Yeah.
That's the
and
name.
it's the Riverdale Y, Sharon's. It's Sharon's group.
Yeah,
So
that's Sharon.
it's not Y's, it's.
Oh, yeah.
That's my, I tried to get it out too quickly. That's my.
Okay, so we delete Wise
Yes.
and we put Riverdale Y,
Why?
Bronx Fellowship Against Hate, comma, quotes, a coalition of nonprofits across the Bronx. So those are the two, Barbara.
Thank you so much for that careful reading.
Mm-hmm.
Any other comments? Okay, I've been doing the chair's report, my due diligence. And I've been thinking about preliminary preparations for a beta test.
Beta
It's
test?
been a quiet couple of weeks.
What's a
Good.
beta test?
I do have plan, well, we'll talk about it.
It's about the older adult resource.
Okay?
It's testing the older adult resource.
Yes.
Yeah,
The beta test for the older adult
Yeah.
resource guy.
that was in the minutes.
Okay.
Okay, why don't we, unless there's anything else, I don't have anything else, let's move on to unfinished business.
Sure,
Work for you guys?
Yes.
sure.
Okay, let's talk about how our steps to the beta test. What we need to do, if we're going to do a beta test over the summer, I think that's a great idea. I really like it, and over the summer, I'll come in, and anyone else is welcome. I'll come in and work with you, Jamie, to make sure that everything's proofed and all of that, especially before it's printed.
Oh,
So should we give you names of organizations
Well,
before to send it to?
let's first start about plans for the beta test. I think the first thing that we need to do is be very clear on what we want to evaluate. We want to evaluate and add here, we want to evaluate how accurate the information is. Is it up to
Right.
date? Is it accurate?
Right.
We want to look at how easy it is to navigate. Does it make sense? Oh, could you please put that up on the screen? I'm sorry. I did come prepared. More or less. Okay. How easy is it to navigate? Can you find your way through it? And then, is there any other aspect of it that we want to consider? Or just the accuracy and navigation?
I think we should ask, whoever is testing it,
Yeah.
if there is, as they're gone through it and reviewed it, is there anything that they expected that may be missing?
Brilliant. Comprehensiveness. Great,
Okay.
absolutely. All right. We need to recruit testers.
How do the people do their testing?
Well, we'll get to that in a minute. But first, how are we going to get people to test? How many? Do we want to do 2 each? 1 each? I'm thinking 2 each, which would probably give us about 12.
What are you referring to? When you say 2 each,
Each of us would
would recruit.
recruit 2 people.
Okay.
How does that sound to you guys in Zoom land?
Would these people be paid or volunteers? Would these people be paid or volunteers?
So I can commit to getting some volunteers. I'm thinking from couple different types of volunteers, and I'm thinking I can ask a social worker and a care manager
Yeah,
to take a look at it from a professional perspective. I could ask a couple of our residents, maybe in our independent living, to look at it.
yeah.
As someone who might be a user, a caregiver would be easy enough for me to identify, and then also just another colleague professional that might be taking care of a parent or a grandparent that might use it as well. So we've got different use cases.
That would be great, and I will help.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, we will have to give them direction, but the
Yes,
easy
that's
part
the
is
next.
getting them to say, yeah, sure, I'll do it. 'Cause-
Yes. And are having the connection. Not all of us necessarily have a direct connection. great. We want different settings. I think that was really covered a lot of the different
does,
settings. Any other comments or anything else people from?
Can you say
Zoom
what,
on it?
what is a beta test? You haven't quite said.
Please speak it.
What is a beta test?
Oh, what beta test?
What is it? Yeah,
Oh, a beta test, we're gonna see how well it works before we print it.
but I don't know what it is.
So
It's an older adult research.
Review.
Oh,
Review of a document that's gonna go out to the community.
Oh, I see.
The older adult resource.
Oh, you'd think it would start with older, O, L, O. How do they get the letters BETA?
No,
BTA,
that's a term.
This is a
used
term,
to-
yeah.
To describe something that's being tested. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
quite ready.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Okay.
comes from computer
Temporary.
science,
Temporary.
actually.
Not temporary, like trial.
Yeah.
Oh, trial, okay,
It's like a
trial,
pilot.
right, a pilot trial, okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Please.
It comes from whatever Aubrey said, I think. What are the possible categories, that we are targeting? I mean, I have already two people, one who was a caregiver, but was also on the community board. And it helps me think through a lot of things sometimes because she had that experience. Another person who is also on the community board actually, but these are both lawyers. And this one is currently a caregiver and we bounce things off one another sometimes. So I'm looking at two people who are in the caregiver category, but I'm trying to think of what other categories. Or you said something that kind of like a little list.
Yeah, so in my head, the people that I was thinking that would use it would be caregivers, as well as someone themselves that's looking, an older adult that may be looking for resources themselves. Like healthcare or housing, working professionals that might be using this.
Like
So I said
social
social workers or care managers, those are two that I know we have plenty of in our organization. And then just sort of other professionals, so might be someone like maybe it's in our engineering department who isn't necessarily maybe a direct caregiver, isn't caring for an immediate parent, but maybe the brother or the sister is taking care of their immediate parent, but they're still involved. And so again, just another different type of user that might want to be familiar with that. I also think there's benefit to thinking about how like when you were describing, Joe, the caregivers that they're sort of already connected, if you will. They're on the community board. I would be willing to bet they probably have an idea of different resources and accesses. And
Well,
to pick up the
I
phone.
forgot they were both lawyers as well, so.
Yeah.
We have Critical Eye.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But also they are in this community, they're, one of them cared for a parent outside of this community, although she lives in this community as a
Yeah.
member of the community board. The other one is caring for a parent in this community. I also have an older friend who might be willing to look at also another lawyer. But also who has experienced some serious health issues herself and who retired in the past few years, who doesn't know, I mean, her daughter may be her caregiver, so to speak, but she lives independently.
She's just self taking care of herself. She might,
As far as I know, I have to give her a call and see.
That's terrific.
She might be willing to meet and, she's a lawyer, so she's read as many legal papers as I have. But the question I have is, how long do we, do we have any idea of how long this is gonna be? Because I'd like to say, it's only
That's the next thing. That's the
how many
next thing.
pages,
Mhm.
are we asking people to be?
One of the things I was mucking about on the internet, and one of the ideas that I liked was rather than necessarily asking them to go through the whole thing, asking them to actually use it, develop 2 tasks, saying, we'd like you to find housing for, or transportation for, and see how easy it is for them to find it, to use the manual. I think we need to work on developing the directions. That's the next
Well,
thing.
so I'm gonna piggyback on what you're saying, and say this, this list that we started, accuracy, comprehensiveness, we could add to that. What did you just say?
Navigation is ease.
Navigation, ease,
Yes.
yeah. We can, provide, like an evaluation. Like when I do, continuing legal education, we're required to fill out a form, not a whole bunch of questions. So I wanna be able to produce it so that it's simple. Like I said, I wanna say, oh, it's only how many pages, and you can just check off, you know how you did with, some evaluation of it for the lawyers, like a CLE evaluation, like these points are what we're interested, and then comments.
Absolutely.
DNA stuff.
Yeah.
One of the things I was thinking, it just came to me, tell me what you guys think, is in getting the feedback, what we can do is hand them, and then on a certain date that we would agree, we can call and we can fill out a questionnaire and ask, is there any other?
We could do it that
issues
way,
and
but I think it should be like a standard, like
Yes.
form, like response.
Yes,
We can ask them if they wanna fill it out, cause they may wanna write their own comments,
Yeah.
or we can say, I can fill it out. That'll make it easier for us to get the response, but certainly, I think we should try first to let them have at a form. Because I think the comments are particularly important, and I don't think
Yes.
you get the gist of that, or the honesty. Let's say, maybe it won't be as, won't be as openly critical. If we're asking them on the phone, could you give me your feedback or your comments?
so
And, we could do the form in a way that it's anonymous.
I'm good, well, it's not, I don't know that it's gonna be anonymous.
No, I'm
Let's
saying,
put it
but
this
they
way,
would, if
they
they get a
could.
form, I don't know if it makes any difference who said it. I think it makes more difference what the critical points are, and I think people are more
Yes.
likely to be honest about criticism if they don't feel,
Right,
that's just the way people are.
identify.
True.
Right.
On the other hand, I think it's asking, I'm playing devil's advocate here, so I've done both sides. I think it's more taxing to ask them to fill it out, get it back to us, than if we call and say, here are the questions, what did you think, blah, blah. What was the challenge, the biggest challenge in using it? I don't know, we could,
I think we could do both, Bob. I'm not saying we shouldn't. I'm just saying, on the one hand, we want to make it as easy as possible. So
Yeah.
I could say, oh, it's only so and so many pages, and if you like, I could fill out the form, but it might be more useful to us, and you might be more amenable to being completely honest about what you think if we give you this form. If they don't do that, then we might call up and say whatever. But
Yeah.
I think that I think that the people I know, who I have in mind, would be open to doing it themselves.
okay,
But I just think in general that when you solicit feedback and critical analysis, you have a better chance that people can speak without anybody necessarily knowing who they are.
I have to say something
Yes.
about that. My experience on other things that I've done, this type of thing, you leave it with the people and you never see it again. That's
I gotta pick people,
yeah.
these are not random people.
I didn't say they were.
No,
I have lots of friends that are lawyers, accountants, this and that. You leave something with them. Oh, I'll do it next week. Oh, I'll do it 3 weeks from now. And with all and people who are active have millions of things like some of us that are doing. It's a matter of prioritizing time. So they may have this thing that has to be submitted here and that thing that has to be submitted here. And if you don't do it on the now and now, you may never get
So
it.
that's why I'm suggesting.
That's my
Follow up, yeah.
I have an idea here before we give them the questionnaire
Mhm.
or say, by this date,
Right.
or no, we give it to them and say, would you like to fill this out? Or would you like to send this back? Or would you rather we go over this quickly on the
Together.
and give it together and
think
give
we
it a
could-
choice?
Sounds
Many
good.
options.
That's good. That'll work.
As I said, I think we can do it both ways. I think that with people I know, I'd like to have a conversation with them going in saying, you know, it's a more personal thing. You know, we've talked about this many times. I know that, you know, sometimes we have to find stuff. This is a resource for people in our community. And I want to know what you think. I get that people are busy. I'm busy.
Yeah,
I've
we're all
got a
busy.
meeting every single night this week. I feel like I'm gonna drop because I'm trying to recover and and people are asking me, somebody called me at 10 o'clock last night and I said, I'm just eating. And they were like, what? I had a meeting, you know, so I get it.
Yeah.
But I think also that, that I could personally, and this has not been, but I could coax people into actually making some very critical comments if I had the upfront conversation and say, look, you know, we're trying to do this for people like us and we're all seniors or gonna be soon and blah, you know, that sort of thing. And if they don't, you know, I could say, you know, if you want, I can help you. I just think, you know, it might be more, just give me one thing that you think could be better or
Excuse me.
is wrong or, you know,
Well,
I know people that need help.
yeah, that was the
Part of
biggest
it is
challenge.
our caregivers.
What was the most successful part of it? Absolutely.
Barbara, I would like to say in relation to what you said, agree, but I wouldn't use the word help. I would use work through it with you or something like that.
I know how to talk to my friends.
I'm not saying just you, the rest of us too.
Well, that's
You would
fine.
talk to your people, but
Right.
I wouldn't say I'm gonna help
I'm
somebody.
just saying
you
what
know.
I would say.
Yes, I understand, but I'm just saying, like, in terms of other people, I wouldn't wanna write into the words that we're gonna be using, the rest of us, the word help, because the people are not in need of help. We want them
Oh,
to.
I didn't say
I'm
that.
not saying that
But
you're
I didn't
saying
say that.
Okay.
I'm gonna suggest that we develop a series of bullet points
Yes,
that will accompany
yes,
what we send them.
definitely.
And I think it's important that we do a face-to-face if at all possible.
Yes,
Or at least on the
preferable,
phone
definitely preferable.
to engage them.
Mhm,
Bullet points, these are the points that we think
mhm,
each of us should make about it,
mhm.
so that we're all pretty consistent.
Yes,
I think it should be a form. I think that we should, that's why I said I want to engage people first. I'm not gonna just.
Yeah,
say,
Here,
"Look at this
yeah.
here." You know, I'm gonna engage them and tell them what we're doing.
You wanna humanize the whole
So
thing.
we can have a
Why it's
preamble
important to
of
us,
some
why it should be important to them.
yeah,
Or why I think it's important
good
based
idea.
on our, you know, interactions.
like an
with one another.
introduction that says all
Yeah,
that,
and then tell them, you know, we have this form
an introduction.
and you can, you know, once you review our very short resource guide. I'm being facetious, but I wanna be able to say that because people are busy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't wanna say, oh, review it and it's 50 pages long.
Right.
No, no, no.
That's why I think.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to interrupt, but that's why I think if we develop 2 tasks. Your mom needs to find an ophthalmologist,
Yeah.
or you're very sorry having done that. But a specific task, so they're not looking through the whole resource guide.
Right.
checking, But they're actually
I
having to
see
use it.
benefit to both, and I'd love to see the evaluation form, I think is a standard tool. You know, I've used them in scoring RFPs or grants before, and you get different reviewers, and it's nice to have that consistency. I think having the form in hard copy, I'd like to see it as a Google form as well. You know,
That way
just-
some people
Yes.
like paper, some people like
Sure.
digital.
right, and then, you know, we know the people that we're gonna connect to,
Yeah.
and we know if they're gonna need nudging and a phone call, and say, did you complete it? So we can all manage the
My
people
folks
that
don't
we,
need that, by the way, but
yeah,
it'd be more like, well, can you just make one comment, just one bit, one.
Something, yeah, we want the.
but I do like where you're going with sort of the prompt to say, okay, if this is the scenario, are you able to find the resource you need? I don't know if I'd go as specific as, can you find the optometrist? Because the reality is we should be able to look it up.
Good,
We should,
right.
we just give the scenario. I don't want to lose sight though. I would like to just ask, do a review, spend as much time as you want. 'Cause I don't want to be presumptive, you know, a friend of mine's got 5 hours they want to spend on it, God bless, you go to town.
Yeah.
But give us your, you know, I'd love to have what's your overall feedback with respect to the information? Was it helpful? Is there anything you'd add? How easy was it to, like, that's one question, just sort of blunt, give me your general sort of feedback.
Right.
Mhm.
I'm happy to help the group put together an evaluation.
Love that.
Yeah, I probably have a form based on like the CLE forms. I don't, unless, you know, it doesn't matter. That's why I thought of it.
Right.
Because I've developed CLEs and these little forms, and most of the time I just go, yeah, excellent.
Right.
That would be as a CNN.
But I think from my point of view, I'd like to know what's not excellent. I'd like to
Right.
know, and my friends are very vocal
Honest.
and critical.
You see that sometimes.
So, and I think that's what we want, you
Mhm.
know, what's wrong, what's missing.
Good input.
Absolutely.
Well,
Doesn't have to be a, oh, yeah, good job.
And I'm frowning at you, so I'm trying to figure out how we work through that. I don't wanna give anybody a task.
Oh, yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
We could play with it.
I wanna play with that.
You've got experience. I've got
But if
experience.
you give me another task right now,
I hear you. I'm happy to work with you. On
That's why I think
developing.
maybe more of a scenario.
Yeah.
If this was the scenario, would you find this helpful?
yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, there's, we
I think
can
to play, I
brainstorm.
think we need to play with it, but
Yeah.
I like what she's
But I-
saying, but she keeps saying task, and I'm like.
I know you're right. We're
I
not
don't
gonna
need
call it
nothing
a
else
task.
to do, right, we can't call it that, right?
No, God forbid, but I'm thinking, what we can do is take a particular, to do different categories for each person.
Okay, how about this? Cause I was thinking,
Well, but
that
I'm-
it jumped out of my
Go ahead,
mind,
and then let
how
me-
we do that? How about we invite people to a Zoom? Wait a minute.
We can have a Zoom feedback.
But that's what how about we invite people to a Zoom, the people who we have asked to provide whatever criticism or comments or whatever, and then do that exercise.
It's a really interesting thought. We need a backup for those people who don't get to.
Right.
Zoom. Because my experience.
It doesn't have to be everybody, but I'm just thinking,
The ones that maybe.
if we're gonna assign a task, I think it would be,
Like, this is like a two-parter, right?
The-
We give everyone that we invite to do the evaluation, however you want to do it, whether you're gonna write it out yourself, and you're doing it on Google form, you're
Right.
gonna have me call you, right?
Mhm.
And we're also gonna ask them as a part two, if you wanna participate, we're gonna have this facilitating, you know, with
That's
whatever,
what-
maybe it's 5 people, maybe
Yeah.
it's
That'd
15
be
people.
really nice.
and it
Right.
could be,
Very
it
nice.
could be the people, we could invite the people that we invited to do the part one.
Yeah,
Yes.
Or it could be beyond
could be
that,
some new people
Oh, I
too.
love it.
so
Sure.
long as we have the ability to give them a task.
Let's not call it a
No,
task.
we're not, but I'm saying that idea, whatever we call it, the idea you
A
have,
guided
Could you-
activity.
right.
There you go.
We can give each of our contacts, we can give them a specific area of the older adult resource guide to review. And say, review this area,
Just
and
as.
then let's say that you're looking for an assisted living home for your mom. Review it with this eye. And review all of that area, so that it's not overwhelming.
Yeah.
And of course, they're more than happy to have them review others. These are such great ideas. You guys are amazing.
We've gotta figure out, like, my mind is still moving, we gotta figure out, how to pull that off, I guess. So let's say we had this beta testing over the summer, and then maybe in September, we convene our meeting by, you know, inviting those people, who participated in the first instance, and maybe putting it out to the meeting board that we're gonna have in the October meeting, this guided, whatever.
Well, that's the other thing I wanted to talk about, which is a timeline. We want to wrap this up by October, so that it can be printed.
Right.
Because right now, the money is can be allocated in the new budget. We can't have it printed now because there isn't the money. It's too late and the money has to be used up at a certain date. It doesn't roll over. I was thinking, help me out, guys, that we do this maybe July or somewhere in there. We have the Zoom very shortly after we get their feedback, so they remember it.
Yeah.
And then we come together in the fall to do a final polishing.
Can I
I'm
say
just
something
throwing
about
it
that?
out.
Okay, when we say we're gonna do something over the summer, remember people's attitude on the summer, they don't wanna be bothered, they're in their own sphere. The weather is nice, or, their families are with them.
Which is why I said September.
Yes, I agree with you.
That's why I said it.
Yes,
Because
I agree.
we don't-
September.
We don't
Yes,
work
I
in
agree
the
with you.
summer,
Yeah.
and I think that it's burdensome to now say, oh,
Mhm.
can you spare time to come together with this when we actually operate in September? That's when
Right,
people
I agree.
expect to
Mhm.
engage with us.
I think if we were to identify the people that we want to do, if we have the evaluation tool complete, so that we can share it with
Yeah.
our friends and colleagues in like first or second week of September,
Yes.
and then do the follow-up Zoom like the third, fourth week of September. Take that feedback and hopefully, we want a lot of feedback, but hopefully it's minimal changes that need to be made.
Yeah.
The changes could be done in October,
Right.
towards the end of October,
That's what I
final
was thinking.
review,
You know,
right in November, and you're
Right.
good to go.
I would just
Yeah,
like to
right.
add one more thing, then, the Jewish holidays come in there, so we have to figure in time schedules.
Yeah, they're better.
Well, we
2
always
weeks.
do it.
Yes, I know, but I'm just-
But yeah, we'll have it all ready to go over the summer. We can figure out the intro, the actual data collection instrument,
Mm-hmm.
and contact the people and have it all ready.
Uh-huh.
If you complete this evaluation, you'll be entered into a raffle for a dinner with Barbara Cal.
Let me tell you,
They're gonna be knocking down the door.
I'm a hell of a cook. I can make a pie.
Well, I didn't say you were cooking, but that's even better.
I would be like, I'll come right
I'm gonna
up.
fill out that.
I'll cook with you.
I am a hell of a cook, even if I say.
Love that. I love it.
The dinner,
So actually, the research
Make
suggests
another flight.
that those kind of incentives don't increase response rate a whole lot.
I figured, yeah.
But I don't know about in the area that you.
I've never cooked in my life.
Really?
I've never cooked in my life.
No, I mean.
The guy I was associated with, he did all the shopping and cooking.
Oh, wow.
I was very lucky.
No, I'm thinking in terms of research response rate.
Yes.
You send out a
Oh, yeah.
questionnaire. Having a raffle doesn't seem to increase the
I think the
results.
dinner sounds perfect.
Doesn't it?
I'm happy. Yeah, I'll do
Well,
it. We'll
if
figure it
you-
out.
If you wanna do that, I could be, cause I love to cook too. We could do something, we could host it and have.
All right. All right.
And have people, food works.
Yes, and you
Yeah,
know
it
what
does.
though?
We-
It does.
May not work for.
Yeah,
food.
yeah, yeah.
You wanna get people somewhere, you make some food.
That's right.
That's it.
Yeah.
I was the student recruited to my law school. And that's what I did. I would have a big dinner. I would cook a lot of stuff, recruit whoever else wanted a good cook. And that's how we increased the participation of Black men in my class.
Wow.
Excellent.
That's good, excellent.
We
I
have such good
We
ideas.
had 40 people
I
and
love
8
it.
men, 40 Black people and only 8 of them were men. So that's what we did. We did dinners.
Excellent.
I don't know. if we really-
Good morning.
But if
Excuse
that-
me.
You know, I think that's
Hi.
great. So,
Somebody's speaking.
I,
This is the trader. Am I allowed to ask you a question about what I'm listening
Yes.
to from the outside? Clearly, there's some kind of ultimate goal, and I don't know about it, so I must have missed it. And I'm listening to the discussion of why a participant wants to participate. So, in my mind, I would like to know the end goal. There is something you're working on, but I don't know because I wasn't here. I guess it happened. It's been ongoing, but I was just really wondering why a person would want to do it. Like, what's the end goal of the work?
what's in it for me? I'm with you. I get that. the community board has had a resource guide for older adults that it's made available as part of its mission.
Mm-hmm.
And it's time to update it. It's what, 10
Ah.
years old?
So we've been updating the resource guide so that it's more current, more relevant. And what we're talking about is how to, because, you know, when you're working on something, you're close to it, you miss things.
Yes.
Like, so we want to get people looking at it
And
to see how accurate, et cetera,
Right.
it is.
then
So before we go to print it.
Okay.
If you'd like to, if you'd like to be one of those people who
Who's
would be a
talking?
beta tester.
I don't know. Can
Yeah, we'd
Um,
love
what I
You know
can
who's
do
talking?
so that
I
if you
actually
wanna-
would because I get I'm very picky about the way things are formed and ease because I have been doing a lot of that kind of work. So if you're looking for another critical eye tester, I can be one of those people just because I like the feel of how things go, especially if it's for the general public.
So you can definitely email the office with that, so I have your information, it's bx08@cb.nyc.gov.
Right here.
What do you need me to email you?
Yeah, so I can have your information.
You can call the office and ask.
Can
them
we
to-
repeat the?
Give the phone number again and everything.
And
Yeah, so the email is bx08@cb.nyc.gov, and the office number is 718-884-3959.
Okay, 3959. Okay,
3959, she said.
okay, I have it. 718-884-3959.
You got it.
Right.
Okay, great. I'll do that. Thanks.
We apologize. We forget that they're
I
not,
know.
that we're not all, you know, been at this rodeo before.
Yes.
And also that
There are
everybody
newbies.
is different people are more comfortable with different means of communication.
Yeah.
So whatever you're
Yes.
most comfortable with. Yeah. Give us a call and we'll
Get it in.
put you on our list of beta testers.
I will.
House.
Okay, thanks.
Please, we would love that.
That was smart and smooth.
We would love
We
that.
what else do we have on the agenda, Bob?
Now, it's 4:45.
Yeah.
So let's make sure that
Take the notes.
I don't think there's any new business. We can always cycle back to this. but-
Barbara. Can we go around the table and talk about who we think, what organizations or people should be part of the evaluation?
Yes, let's do that right
Yeah.
now. I'm good
Because
with
we
it.
don't want to miss people or organizations.
Okay, I'm gonna have to run.
Okay.
I'm starting a list. If we could put up the whole list together and you email it and we could add to it as.
Great.
I don't think we have.
It'll be in the minutes anyway,
Yeah.
right?
And then if
Yes.
you need to add.
Thanks a lot.
Certainly, I'll try to think of organization. I'll
Okay.
be sticking to people. Okay.
Yeah, well,
Have a good night. Bye.
Have a good
Take
night.
good care. I'm so glad to see you up and back.
I know, I'm trying to get out. I went back to work.
Mazel tov.
Difficult, very difficult. So
But good for
when I'm
that.
out and I have, like this week I had something every day, but I figured I'm out and I gotta go to Yonkers. I gotta pass here, so.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice seeing you in person.
Walk and drive carefully.
Thank you.
Yes,
and
yes.
drive carefully.
Thank you. And thanks for your input, everybody.
Okay, so let's talk about people we have in mind.
Well, I think the organizations are easier.
Yes.
So I think of RSS, Riverdale Senior Services.
Absolutely.
Which one is that? The one at the Y?
No,
No.
that's a separate one.
Okay.
Riverdale Senior Services is the largest and most heavily
Where
funded.
is it located?
The Century Building?
Yeah.
Yeah, on Netherland Avenue.
Okay. Century Building. Okay.
And then I think the second one is the Y.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, of course.
Are we including places like amalgamated in other areas?
Yeah, it might be very interesting
River Spray.
to contact Bela and see if she participated in Amalgamated.
Amalgamated, I think we should include amalgamated if there's, because geographically, we shouldn't exclude any area.
Okay,
That's a very, very good Again, we've got a contact.
And Aubree's organization,
So
River Spring.
River
River
Springs.
Springs,
Of course.
absolutely.
And what about Hebrew Institute and their other religious groups as well as the Hebrew Institute, St. Margaret's, other religiously but socially involved groups, you know? Because
Yes,
they
no.
have a lot of different committees already in their own entity that may, some of the people may be interested, and the leadership of those religious groups may be interested, so they might find some people to attend. So I would say St. Margaret's and the Hebrew Institute of Riverdale and the other, there's one,
We've got already two very heavily Jewish.
I'll take the St. Margaret's is not Jewish.
What is St. Margaret's?
It's a Catholic
The
church
Oh,
on,
the church.
it's a
Okay.
Catholic church over here on Riverdale Avenue at about 260 something.
It's great.
Right down here. And
Yeah,
they have,
it's a
they have,
Bible.
they have a elementary school, which is a private elementary school. So there's the interest of the children and working parents, you know, and things like that. So, and health issues and maybe safety issues like traffic lights and traffic in the streets and, you know, other food service and I don't know, whatever else.
We need to also think about people in the community. And older
Individuals.
adults, it'll be easy for you to get.
So I'm thinking that we have residents in our Riverwalk apartment building and in our Hudson House apartment building, which is over on Johnson Avenue. And so those would be individuals generally age 60 or older, so they could be a caregiver or they might be thinking about it for themselves, depending on their needs. I'm wondering if someone has a connection to maybe a doctor's office, because this might be useful for.
Let me think about that. I might.
And the dentist, there's a dentist.
I'm thinking, I have a neighbor who's been caregiving for her in-laws who live in the same house. We want to get some people in the community.
Well, how about the dentist? There's a great dentist across from St. Margaret's. The St. Margaret's, there's a dental office and they're very, they're very, I want to say personable. And maybe, and cooperative on certain kind of things, like helping people out who don't have the money to be able to do things. So, his name is Wasserman, Wasserman, he's across the street from St. Margaret's.
Okay.
So that would be a suggestion. I just want to ask one more thing. The Chervier Nursing Home is, I don't know what their social service input is, but maybe they would have some thing to participate. I don't know if they do or not. Chervier.
It is right down there from here.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're good.
We want a representation of different types of services. Older adult centers,
Yeah.
housing.
Right.
uh,
After school programs, this PS 181 has a big music program and some other things like that for children. And there's, I think, the junior high 141 has drama and some other things like that.
I'm not sure that would be a place,
Appropriate?
but
Okay.
let's think about it.
Yeah.
But we've got people in the residential setting, we've got the older adult centers.
Well, Chervier is a Catholic run one, so that we're not running completely into Jewish sphere. Okay.
Yeah, I think too, when we think of the organizations.
Yes,
It's the professionals at the organization, so they're looking
Right.
at it
that's right.
from like the home care, so it's the individual who's, but
Agencies.
there's also. You know, the folks that are being served by that agency, or so it could be a individual who's receiving home care, maybe, you know,
My
it
grandmother
could be,
does.
you know. When we think of our River Spring Living, it might be the resident that's living in the community, or it might be the care manager that's our employee that's working with me. So I think, you know, I don't know how many are on your list already, Barbara, but I feel like there's at least 8 or 10 different. I feel like we're getting a very nice.
Blend.
Yeah, it's all being
But,
recorded.
Yeah.
can you possibly give consideration, the reason I say Chervier and some of these other Catholic organizations, so as people might not think that we're only addressing
Excluding.
within a certain
Absolutely.
group. I think we should try and find a Protestant group if there is one, and any other non-denominational affiliated organizations, so that we have a good blend of
I know the libraries are being.
library. That's a good one.
That's an interesting
Yeah.
thought.
Oh, Barbara, Stephanie has her hand up.
Stephanie, yes. Thank you, Jim.
How do we do that?
We're waiting for you to unmute, Stephanie. We'd love to hear from you.
Stephanie, you mute? I don't know how that works. Why should you following them saying about the religious groups?
Thank you.
And I did speak with. That's even though some are not so active.
I just need the connection.
Maybe she did that by accident.
That's not big, isn't it? That's the word.
Right.
Yeah, she probably put it on by accident.
Yeah.
To somebody who might be.
Barbara, I'm getting a social worker from RSS.
Terrific.
Okay, should I send it to you? Who
Yeah,
do I send it to?
yeah, I'll be the coordinator. Absolutely.
Another hat for our favorite director.
And I can email Stephanie Carter. If she can't.
Right.
With us.
Hello? Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to correct something. Chervier is no longer affiliated with the Catholic Church in any way, shape, or form. It is owned by a private LLC, and they have no affiliation with the Catholic Church or Sisters of Charity at all. So
For a long time. They did for a long
no,
time.
this has been for at least 5 or 6 years now, and they're actually, yeah, they're not.
My mother was there in 2005, and they were affiliated.
Yeah, but that was a very long time ago. But they're no longer. They were bought. They were bought by. In any event, I just wanted to let you know that because I saw that you wanted to put that into a category that it does it no longer fits in.
Okay, thank you so much, Stephanie.
Okay, sure.
But even as non-denominational, should we have other places besides any religious affiliations? Should we have some that are, not affiliated with anything?
I think
RSS and Riverdale Y. Oh, that's the Hebrew.
Yeah,
Riverdale Y is Hebrew.
Yeah, but I'm saying in terms of Chervier,
I don't think
Springs
RSS.
is non-denominational, right?
I don't think RSS is affiliated with any religion.
It's not.
Good. Great. They have RSS, the Riverdale Y.
But can't you put Chervier in there as a non-denominational? I mean, I don't own anything for Chervier. I have no interest particularly.
We can. I think we need
Barbara?
to figure out. Yes.
It's Lily. I had to call in because I'm having technical issues.
Yes.
So sorry. I just wanted to ask you a question. I'm putting together a research director of museums with their contact information. Would you be interested in me sending that?
Yes.
I can't hear.
The resource
She wants
of museums.
She's putting together a listing of museums.
Yes.
As a research paper. Yes.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Okay. Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
And in anything that you guys need help with, let me know. My organizations work with people with all disabilities of all ages. I'll send Jerling our flyers, and the list is not completed, but I'll send you what I have because I'm still working on it.
That'll be terrific. I think if we figure two or three people each, that's going to be plenty. So we've got lots of different possibilities.
And we may come up with additional ones too. Somebody might think of some.
I don't think we need additional ones.
I'm gonna say that right now. I was gonna do a good grammar.
Well, not everybody may agree to work with us. So let's say, supposing we had 20 people are listed in our list and only 11 of them decide they're gonna work with us.
Well, if we want,
We'll cross that bridge. I'll tell you how strong are my friends.
Okay, yeah.
They'll be doing it. They'll be doing it. I'll probably get 10 myself. if we can
15 to 20, we'll ask 25 or 30.
Yes,
Yeah.
Seems like a good number
That's,
though.
I agree.
we can
But
do
you're right,
that.
we should have more than,
Better
Just
to
in
have-
case that they
better
don't-
to have more
it
than
is,
not enough.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Mhm.
All right, is there anything else? Because it is 5 o'clock, and I don't want to keep people. Anybody in Zoom land want to add?
Have a good
We're so
evening.
glad- Bye. Anyone want to add anything from here?
I just wondered, I know everybody's leaving. I just had what happened to the discussion about Knowles Crescent? That's what was posted.
Noel Crescent, what that?
Oh, it's a
Yeah, on the
resolution.
Riverdale page, it said that it was about Knowles Crescent.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I guess we really haven't had much time. We haven't done more than what we've already done.
No, I'm
Yeah.
just asking. I was surprised by tonight's agenda and learned a whole lot from it. I was happy to hear about it. I just didn't expect it because it said Knowles Crescent because I know there's issues around it. So I thought that was another part. So I'll keep watching your announcements and maybe it's come up because it was mentioned to me by Mary Ann that lives over there. So I thought this was the meeting. At any rate, I appreciate what I heard tonight and I will send my information. So I can
Thank you for
participate.
joining us.
We're so glad to join. And I'm sorry
Thank
if the agenda wasn't quite representative.
When is the next meeting? Are you guys taking a break for the summer, or we're still meeting
This-
for July and August?
This is the last, right? This
Yeah,
is the
this
last meeting.
You take a break in July and August and
Yeah.
come back in
Okay,
September.
perfect. Awesome.
Okay,
Next
thank
week.
you. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Have a great summer, everyone.
The next meeting is September.
September.
Not sure the exact date.
Friday,
Like
drinks at
second
Barbara's-
Thursday.
I always look at the website.
Friday, drinks at Barbara's house and the dinner's. We're just gonna roll up and leave with.
Just make sure it's not on Yom Kippur.
Right.
Absolutely not.
No, yeah.
You don't want to do that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Guys,
Barbara.
fabulous.
When you
I will-
get together during the week, next week of